This is going to be a part of the DNA of who our church is. What we are going to do is that we are going to partner with local organizations that are already impacting our city for Christ. Partnering with other organizations, we're calling this strategic local missions partners. So what is a strategic local missions partner? And why would we consider doing this? As a small church, we don't have all the resources and funds to launch all of our own missions and do all of these things. But what we do have in our city are organizations that are already making a huge impact for the gospel and for Jesus in changing lives right here. And I believe in the great collaboration. This is the great commandment, but there's also the great collaboration, meaning that you lock arms with other people that are doing things for Jesus and you do it together. And so we prayed about it. We looked for organizations. We thought about how, God, can you use us and where would you want to? And God led us into partnering with four different organizations in 2021. The goal is to mobilize our church and to partner with these organizations three different ways. Number one, we're going to support them spiritually. Then we're going to support them financially. And what we're going to do is a percentage of what is given to our church on a weekly basis, a percentage of the offering given by you is going to go to support these local ministry partners. And so at the end of these partnerships, we're going to be able to hand them a check and help support the ministry that they are doing in our city. But actually partnering and supporting them physically is what I'm most excited about. What do I mean by that? We get to go and help build for people who need homes that we can feed, and we can help get them off the streets. These are organizations in which we can actually lock arms with and be a part of. These are our strategic local ministry partners. And here's why this is so special. Because when somebody walks in our church and they want to know, how does this church impact Knoxville, Tennessee? We can quickly answer that question with, I would love to tell you. We have four local ministry partners. This is who we support. This is who we pray for. This is who we lock arms with. And this is who we serve with. This is how we impact the city that God has us planted in. So I want to show you real quick who these four ministry partners are for 2021. The first one is going to be an organization called the Isaiah 117 House. The Isaiah 117 House. You can look it up at Isaiah117house.com, and let me just read you a little something about what they say they are and who they are and why we decided to partner with them. The Isaiah 117 House provides physical and emotional support and a safe and loving home for children awaiting foster care placement. The founder and director, Rhonda Paulson, says, what if there was a home where children could go when they are removed from their homes? What if there was a safe place with friendly, loving volunteers? What if there was an environment with clean clothes, bath, toys, healthy snacks, comfy beds, and toys? What if instead of cubicles, the traumatized child could see smiles, books, and snuggly blankets? Her dream is to have an Isaiah 117 house in every city across Tennessee and the United States of America. If you look up Isaiah 117, it says, defend the cause of the fatherless. Let's look at our second partner during the second quarter of 2021. It's an organization called Street Hope Tennessee. And this is our freeing ministry, meaning freeing children, women, even little boys from child sex trafficking. You can look this organization up at streethopetn.org. This is what it says on their website. Our mission is to end child sex slavery, We are a nonprofit organization on a mission to eliminate the sexual exploitation and trafficking of children in Tennessee and provide a safe environment to foster hope and healing through Jesus Christ. So the way we're going to partner with them is we will partner with them to host seminars and bring knowledge about this issue, as well as help supply their very first home that has ever been built. Let me read this to you. It says that they are building the first safe home in East Tennessee for girls ages 12 through 17 who are victims to sex trafficking. When a girl enters our home, she will enter a place of refuge where she can find rest, heal, grow, and experience Christ's redeeming love for her. This house is called the Garland Oaks House. If you want to look that up, you can find more information about that as well. And then our third partner during the third quarter of 2021 is Habitat for Humanity. And this is where our ministry for housing, for helping those who do not have homes and other things here in Knoxville, Tennessee. You can look this organization up at Knoxville habitatforhumanity.com. Habitat for Humanity is a global nonprofit housing organization working in nearly 1,400 communities across the United States and in approximately 70 countries around the world. Habitat's vision is of a world where everyone has a decent place to live. Habitat works towards our vision by building strength, stability, and self-reliance in partnership with people and families in need of a decent and affordable home. How does Habitat for Humanity help families? It says people in Knox County and all over the world partner with Habitat to build a place they can call home. Knoxville Habitat homeowners go through an extensive homeowner education program, help build their own homes alongside volunteers, and purchase their home at cost, zero profit, and pay an affordable 0% interest mortgage. Finally, our very last, and it is called the Knoxville Dream Center. And this is our feeding ministry where we're going to feed the homeless and help those who are hurting in Knoxville, Tennessee. You can learn more about this ministry at knoxvilledreamcenter.org. On their website, it says the mission of Knoxville Dream Center is to provide good food, authentic faith, and opportunities for a brighter future for those who need it most. The vision of Knoxville Dream Center is to empower volunteers through community partnership in order to reach Knoxville's most vulnerable with the life-changing reality of the gospel in both word and deed. In October, November, and December, the second Wednesday of each one of those months, our church is going to get to go with them to a ministry that they call Under the Bridge and actually feed the homeless under the bridge. So that's going to be the second Wednesday of October, November, and December. And this is how we get to go and help them reach our city. We are called to be a church that doesn't just care for our body, but cares about the community that God has placed us in. Thinking outside of ourselves and saying, how can we truly impact our city? God has given us a vision for 2021 and beyond to truly impact where God has planted our church. I believe God has called us to look around our city and say, what can we do to show people Jesus?